Hey everybody, it's Launchpad, and we are going over the last few minutes of probably the most intense match I've ever played in Paragon. I am playing as Sevarog. As you can see, the situation's already desperate. We are losing a second inhibitor. Our first one got taken a while ago. Our Grux is pissed off. 2 people want to surrender, but the rest of us refuse. So I'm playing with the orange team. The blue team playing very well. Great defense. We are lacking a little bit of damage on structures and map control, but every single time we try and counter push, these guys push us in. So we're going to see what happens at the very end, and it was probably the most heart-pumping moments I've ever had in this game. Let's watch it play out. See, I'm going in. I focused on a complete tank build, so I'm not really doing much damage. Doing everything I can to get these guys to focus on me, and they're not having it. Our guys not doing so hot. Our Gideon was pretty good, but our Twin Blast was way behind on the farm curve the entire time, and he wasn't too good at engaging enemies or staying on target. Like most Twin Blasts, he got a little farming sickness, even though he didn't need it. Even though most of us were already maxed out with everything we needed, he was way behind. So here I go one more time, trying to cause a little chaos. But Gadget gets on my case, and I decide, you know what, it's time to make the slip. This Gideon's out of mana. I don't think there's anything I can do for him. Let's see, do I go back? There's a few times I go back and I'm like, crap, let's see what I can do. I see him, he gets enough just to buzz out of there. Nice jump. Now let's see how the rest of the map is doing. Grux desperately holding the right-hand side. Twin Blast back into the fight, and Richter sneaking out behind us. Oh, he's bailing. He probably could have gone straight for the core, that guy. I had no idea he was there that whole match. So a little calm before the storm. The last few minutes of this match turn into a total shit show. Let's see, it doesn't show core health, but if we zoom in real close, we are already 50%. It will be down to 1% by the time this match ends, and we will come back and snatch victory from the blue team. But until then, let's look at what's kind of conspiring. Little action mid. Grux is screaming, hey, mid, go start pushing. I'm going to take care of this old bullshit. He grabs somebody to help him out with Orb Prime. Here we go. Gideon's on him, and they're going in hard. Oh, and he gets a little extra help from, looks like Twin Blast. So they're going to take Orb Prime. We're going to focus on pushing and defending. Now the defense gets wild right here, folks. Check this shit out. Orb Prime taken. Now I've buzzed back. I see Orb Prime. Our core 50%. We've got 3 versus 2 right now. Me and Deck are trying to hold the lane, doing everything we can. Super creeps coming in. There we go. Decker with an amazing stop. Shuts down the advance, and we are just dropping bombs on dudes. I'm trying to stay on the outside, stop anybody with my hammer from getting too close. What a stop. Now the core is starting to hurt. We're down at less than 25%. We are desperate as fuck right now. Grux is screaming, start attacking mid. Let's go. Heads and fingers out of butts, and fucking let's start knocking shit down. I'm not sure if this guy's at all aware that the rest of his team's got knocked around, but I'm sick of his shit. I've been sick of Murdoch shit ever since this game ever was created. But he does some pretty good damage on me, and I decide to back off, let Decker handle it. Oh, guess not. Alright, all enemies down. We're pushing it back. What little HP and mana I have, I decide why the fuck not. Nobody's around to stop us. Let's kick this party. Gideon and Twin Blast, they're trying their best to keep up. Now hold off the rest of the bullshit happening on both sides while we push this down the middle. Now that I've got some heavier damage dealers, it's easier to knock this thing down. It's already healed itself, so we are freaking out. Let's see if we can get it eyes on anybody else. Here's Twin Blast holding onto the core all by himself. And we've lost our last inhibitor on top of it, so we are hurting. Oh, no, we got one last, sorry. We're coming in hard. We're trying our best to do as much damage as possible. Me and Grux are screaming, attack, attack, attack. Decker trying to hold us, give us some space to work. Does an alright job. And Gideon working the other side. I have made a very narrow escape, and I am out of here. Decker, unfortunately, nothing for you, babe. I'm sorry. But Gideon is going in. He wants to cause a little bit more chaos before he bails and keep their attention on us. Let's see if we can get a good tower view. Here we go. Core is still at 50%. There's one big push coming in our way. And some desperate maneuvers start happening. Chimera coming in hard, but he's not ready. He didn't see my hammer coming, and suddenly Gideon comes running back just in the nick of time to finish him off. Now we are at core strength of less than maybe 10%, and we are hanging in there by a thread. I'm just swinging wildly, looking at the map, looking for anything that's blue, and hoping that we can knock it out. Murdoch, another desperate shot at the core. You can kill the core with his ultimate, and abilities do damage to the core, just not much. Now here we are, Gadget going in hard, but Grux catches her too late. She can't do it. She's dropped her ult, but it's not enough to destroy the core. The core is literally at 1% health at this point, and one last major rush is happening. I'm doing everything to keep Murdoch away. I stop him. Gideon dropping rocks on motherfuckers, keeping the streak going. And here we go, one last push by the one person who could probably get it done, and of course, he can't pull it off. Greystone is down for the count. He gets his ult, I'm ready for him, say fuck you dude, take the hammer to him, get him kicked out, and he still cannot make contact. Right before he can lay the final hit, we are at 0% right now, ladies and gentlemen, and we are like, fuck this. We might as well push it all the way. Grux, Severog, uh-oh, who are we missing? Somebody's missing here. Decker. The three of us have been doing a pretty good job communicating and sticking to the plan. The other two, especially our Twin Blast, seems uninterested in team fighting, and that was a major point of frustration, but we're getting through it, especially the three of us. Grux is in the mood to take no shit. I start screaming, fuck Chimera, let's just run to it, the base. They get the hint, but he's kind of in the way, so I decide why not just ult him right toward the core, get two birds stoned at once. I start swinging at the core, Grux turns around, he starts getting the idea, and here we go, we finish this shit up with 1% left. Wow! What a fucking, and I didn't even notice that Murdoch tried to end it with his own ult. That's fucking wild! And that is the game. Holy shit! That is probably the most epic, hard-pumping game I've ever had in my life. Severog is beast.